Hello friends, did you miss me? I am here. Today, me shooting this video is the Tuesday, and you'll be seeing it on the Friday, but it is 8 weeks now since I fell out of my chair on my face and injured my shoulder. I will be honest with you, I'm not back to normal, and I thought I would be by now. The weirdest thing to me is that, according to the doctor, I cracked my shoulder blade. My shoulder blade hasn't hurt this whole time. What hurts is right here. I'm telling you, I could find it, but that's what was x-rayed. And there's nothing wrong with the bone on the x-ray, so it must be some kind of really intense soft tissue or muscle damage or something, because that still hurts. Even just setting up the camera was rough. And so when I do things and I feel it pull, it's really, not my favorite time. So, we're going to be really casual about video making, but I have returned. I am here. Again, just like before, I can't promise you that you'll get Tuesday reviews every week, but there should be a Friday video every week. We're doing this one now, and then we're going to have a plant video next week, and then probably a plant video the week after, and then we're going to start. It'll be Halloween hunting time by then, so yeah. I'm calling this video Things I Bought Myself During My Pity Party, because I think it's funny. The reality of the situation is I'm not really a pity party kind of person. I'm really just annoying and irresponsible with money, so I probably would have bought everything I bought, regardless of if I was stuck in bed or not. I have not spent the last 8 weeks in bed, that's for sure, but I definitely did spend the first 2 or 3 weeks, completely in bed. It made me feel I don't even know, man, but it was awful. I stunk all the time because, not moving makes you smell, and I couldn't do anything. As you can imagine, I bought, a whole lot of stuff, because, when you're doing nothing else, online shopping is there. I don't know that all of this stuff was bought while I was there, but some of this stuff that I bought in the last 8 weeks or whatever. I only have 5 things here in front of me. I know there was more than that, but I can't remember what happened before and what happened now. At the time, it felt like the longest 3 weeks of my life, but now everything blends together, so I have no idea. Something that is very funny. Okay, when I first got injured, and it was I was having to really realize that I was going to have to spend a couple of weeks in bed, not moving, being completely stagnant. Not that I'm in a wheelchair, it's not like I move a lot anyway, but being stuck over there is completely different. I was okay, the light side to this, I'm going to be able to watch a whole bunch of shows I haven't watched. I haven't even seen The Queen's Gambit. I know I would love that show. I haven't watched it yet. I'm going to be able to watch all these shows and read and all these things that I wanted to do, but I never have time for. I should have known me better than that, because that's not what I do. What I do is I hyperfixate, right? I pick something, and then that's all I do. And for some reason, what my brain decided to hyperfixate on during my bedriddenness was Princess Mononoke. I watched Princess Mononoke probably every single day, sometimes probably twice a day. I don't know why. I don't know why that was my hyperfixation. I don't know. I still want to watch it all the time. Sometimes your brain just does that. I don't know how to explain it. So I didn't watch anything new. I just watched Princess Mononoke. I'm not kidding. My friend Alyssa came over to sit with me while I was super injured, and we ate sushi, and I had Princess Mononoke on, and we watched it together. So one of the things that I did buy while I was hanging out was I bought a whole bunch of little Kodamas. I made this bag. Isn't it cute? But this is where I keep my extra Kodamas. So these are them, and they are glow in the dark, and I did in fact buy them from Wish. They came in a pack of 10, and 3 of them came with their heads broken off, and I was able to get a refund because their heads were broken off, but I just glued the heads back on. So the point of the Kodamas is I think it's cute to have them sitting in plants. So I have 3 in plants over there. I have 1 on my shelf on my desk. And I really want to put some of the other ones in other plants, but I haven't really figured out which ones yet. And that's why they're all just still in this bag. So it's really weird because Princess Mononoke has never been one of my favorite Ghibli movies. I think just because it's so long. But now, when I go a day or 2 without watching it, I feel empty. I'm where are they? Where are they? I want them back. So one of the first things I bought that I ordered from my bed, and it arrived, were these. I also bought little mushrooms. This is not as exciting, but I bought little mushrooms, and I've been putting them in plants that I give away, little styrofoam mushrooms. And I think they're so cute, and I put a whole bunch in a little plant that I gave my boss. And I just think it gives it a very forest cottagecore feel, and I think it's cute. Something else I bought while I was over there. Okay, I did not buy the planter. The planter was a birthday present from my sisters, but this is the first time I ever bought a plant from Etsy. This is a global green pothos, and I have had it for a couple of weeks now. When I was in bed and it arrived, I had my younger sibling put it in water because I didn't want anyone else to pot it, you know. So it hasn't grown anything yet, but I did recently put it in this pot, and like I really wish it had grown something by now, but it hasn't. But it's still very cute, and I'm, you know, once it gets acclimated to my here environment, hopefully it does grow. I keep it on my desk, sort of away from my other plants, because I don't know, like, I don't know the guy I bought this from, you know, and ordering from Etsy is really expensive, but these were just cuttings. He sent them normal mail. They were wrapped in sphagnum moss. So if they die, they die, but for now, I think they're really cute in my little mushroom planter, and this is a very heavy planter, so I'm going to put them down. I also did a very large order from that Purely Wicked shop that I was telling you about that's in, I think it's St. Thomas, Ontario. One of the things I bought is this shirt, Support Your Local Witches. I think this shirt is very cute. I do wear it as a pajama shirt because it's kind of big on me, but I think it's very cute. I also have the shirt that I bought before I got injured that you've seen that says, moon's out, broom's out. What else did I buy in that order? I bought a couple of little stones. There's like a little soda light dish that I bought that I thought was going to be big, but it came in and it's like this big. Oh well. Just like a couple of little things, a couple of little candles, but overall, even though that order was very expensive, I'm still doing the whole, I'm supporting a small business during a pandemic thing, so that's my excuse. And I really like this shirt, and I think it's cute. These next two things were more recent purchases, like in the last week or so. I bought, listen, I bought the Creature from the Black Lagoon box set. I just love these movies, and the second one is my most favorite. Okay, the second one has a very young Clint Eastwood in it for just like a moment or two. But that's the one where they have the creature captured and he's in, like, a SeaWorld type situation. There's a Jaws like that, too, and it's, like, the most ridiculous of all the Jaws movies, but it's still my favorite. I just think it's interesting. I love the Creature from the Black Lagoon. I don't know why. I just love him, so I bought this box set. I was going to just rent the first movie on YouTube for, like, $2, and then I was like, no. This way I never have to worry about it again. And then the last thing I'm going to show you, I bought literally last week, and this is my first time using it. It is a makeup item. I went to Sephora to buy Modern Renaissance because I had Modern Renaissance before, if you recall, but I've had it for so many years, and it just got bumped around, and it was, the original formula was so flaky that it was just like, you open it up and it was just crumbled, you know? So I was like, I threw it out a while ago, and I was like, I will buy a new one. And then I got there, and I convinced myself instead to buy the ABH Soft Glam palette. So far, so good. The more I use the ColourPop Stone Cold Fox palette or whatever, the more I fall out of love with it, because it doesn't have the pigment that I think I convinced myself it did at first. Like, it's very beginner-friendly in that sense because you really have to build it up if you want something intense like this, but I don't have time for that. I want to be able to, like, poof, and it's just color, you know? So I think that's why I really was attracted to getting another ABH palette, because they're so highly pigmented, and then this one has a lot of colors that I'm going to wear all the time, like this Dusty Rose one, and this Mulberry one. So far, I'm really enjoying it. I've only worn it today, so this is my first impression, is that I like it. The most interesting thing is that because I was in bed for so long, I didn't get to wear makeup. I didn't do skincare. That wasn't good. I think it was also period related that I got really bad acne on my chin. But, my chin just absolutely exploded. But, you know, I couldn't wash my face. Brushing my teeth was a hassle. And learning how to do, like, fundamental things with your opposite arm, so difficult. Listen, I didn't even take into account after I fell how hard it would be to, like, wipe my bum after I go to the bathroom. That was one of the most difficult things. I've only just now started to wash my hair by myself. The trick is, I have one of those shower heads that comes down. I hold it with this arm because then this arm can do all the scrubbing. The scrubbing is the hard part, not the holding. If I can stay still, then we're good. But if I have to move too much, then it's like I lose all stamina. So yeah, that's where we're at. These are some of the things that I bought while I was just sitting here for weeks and weeks on end. As soon as I'm done shooting this video, I'm going to put my phone on my little phone tripod and take you behind me and do a little plant update. So if you want to see that video, that'll be next Friday's video. I really appreciate your patience with me while I attempt to heal. Just keep sticking with me. We're going to keep trying to heal, and know that Halloween is sooner than we think it is. A little birdie told me that Dollar Tree near me is starting to have the sprinklings of Halloween crafts. Bath and Body Works, they get their Halloween stuff next week, and that'll be the beginning of my Halloween decor hunting videos, which I think one of the interesting things about me doing Halloween decor hunting is that 9 times out of 10, not only do I have to take the bus, so you get, like, someone who can't drive everywhere, so it can be 18 times longer, but, like, I'm disabled, so that adds a whole other element, and I'm Canadian. A lot of the Halloween hunters that I watch on the YouTubes are American, so they have much more of a selection than I do. I only have a couple places that carry Halloween, but, you know, give and take. A couple Halloween places, healthcare. You know, it all sort of balances out in the end. So I will do what I can as far as that is concerned, but I'm excited to be back. Once I use this a little more, maybe I'll make it a Tuesday review. I bought a really big curling iron too. I don't know if you can tell, my hair's a little bit dirty, but maybe I'll review that too. We will see what happens, but until then, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe if you have not subscribed already, and I will see you next time. Bye!